Hi everybody and welcome back to the tasting room. We're sampling today a Talisker 10-year-old. Alright, so this one is bottled here at 45.8% alcohol, and I think that's kind of a common theme for Talisker. And if you're unfamiliar with Talisker Scotch whiskey, it is up on the Isle of Skye, which is an island on the far northwest side of Scotland. Okay, so initially on the nose here, very briny. Kind of a nice saltwater type of aroma. It's also sweet, with a nice touch of that peat smoke. You know, and it's odd. Talisker is one of the very few Scotch distilleries that's not on the Isle of Islay that uses a considerable amount of peat moss in the drying of their barley, giving it that smokier, peatier aroma and flavor. You know, not quite as heavily peated as a lot of the Isle of Scotch whiskies, but definitely noteworthy. Now, it's not so pronounced that some of those sweeter notes can't break through. Definitely have some honey in here. It's a little bit floral. It's a nice pleasant nose. Okay, this one's actually quite complex on the palate. It's got a nice caramelized sugar sweetness. You know, a bit of a briny peat smoke that works well to complement that sweetness but doesn't overtake it. Lying beneath, you've got some darker, richer flavors, cocoa, a little toffee, a little oak. In the finish, you have an initially light building spice, peppery with a hint of clove. Maintains a pleasant, sweeter undertone. And then finally finishes with just kind of a delicate reminder of smoke. It's a medium to long length finish here. Yeah, I'll maintain that if you're trying to, if you like some of the Highlands and some of the Speyside Scotch whiskies, and you're trying to branch out into the peatier, smokier stuff, Talisker is a great place to start because it still maintains that sweeter flavor profile, but just kind of starts to add in the peat smoke that makes Scotch whiskey so unique, and they do it with a remarkable balance. Okay, on the nose for this one, we had that nice briny sea spray right up front. A little bit of that peat smoke, so you know what's to come. Some sweeter, some honey, a little floral aromas. Very nice nose for this one. I'm going to put at 22.5 points. On the palate, just a nice, developing, complex palate. Started out with that caramelized sugar, a nice briny peat smoke. As you looked a little bit deeper, you had some toffees, some cocos, a little bit of that toasted oak in there. Just a beautiful bouquet of flavors. I'm going to put the palate for this one to taste here at 24 points. Finish here was on the high side of a medium length finish. Had an initially light but growing spice. A lot of black pepper, a little clove in there. You know, maintained those sweeter undertones, and then just kind of ended with that just a little bit of that smoke right in the back of your throat. I'm going to put the finish for this one at 22 points. And then the balance, I thought this was a very well balanced whiskey. You know, good body. I'm going to put the balance at 23 points for this one. And that is going to leave me with an overall score of 91.5 points for this Talisker 10-year-old. Well, thanks everybody for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please remember to hit that like button. Really does help out my channel, and I do appreciate it. Also, always feel free to leave a comment in the comment section down below. I love to read them. And then if you're not already a member of my channel, go ahead and hit that button and subscribe. And then after you do, make sure you ding that little bell next to the subscribe button and make sure you get notifications of new videos that come out. New videos come out on the weekends, and I would hate for you to miss one, so go ahead and do that for me, and I will see you again next week right here on The Tasting Room.